Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit, and today I'm going to be checking out Consign to Oblivion by Epica. But before I do, thank you so much for all this love and support you've shown me so far in my whole musical journey here. So please, please, please continue to do so. If you like what I'm doing, please hit like. Please, if you really like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button so it'll show whenever I put up new videos, you'll see it in your page. But more importantly, please leave comments. Comments are everything. They really help this channel grow because you guys have given me great information on the bands. You've given me ideas of what other bands I would like or bands I should check out, songs I should check out, all of that good stuff. And all it does is propel this channel. So really, I can't thank you enough for that in your support. So I'm doing Consign to Oblivion by Epica. This will be the third Epica song that I've done, and I've really enjoyed them so far. And I think I've mentioned it before. It's not something that I grew up with. Like symphonic metal is something that I'm still trying to kind of wrap my head around, because on paper, it sounds like it probably wouldn't work. But so far what I've heard from Epica, it really does. Like they had a guy that was doing the death growls, and then Simone comes in with like this almost like classical trained operatic type of voice. And it comes off amazingly great. And I'm really, really kicking myself because, they toured with Sabaton in the States, and I totally missed it. And it's my fault because I honestly didn't get into Sabaton until I think they were already touring, and they were finishing up their tour. So I didn't know these bands existed, quite frankly. And I love Sabaton. Since I found Sabaton, I've gone back and listened to everything they've done. I love it. I love their Sabaton History channel. I'm a big fan of that. I think I binged all of that. So to find out that I missed Sabaton, I was just crushed, and now I have to wait till they put another album out or whatever when they come back to America. But what makes it sadder is the fact that Epica opened up for Sabaton on that last tour. So I could have seen, both of them had I found them earlier, but, I guess it is what it is. As they say, it's better to be late to the party than to not be at the party at all. So I guess I'll have to hit them both when they come back around. Unfortunately, it'll probably be in separate tours. But anyway, with that being said, we're going to check out Consign. What is it? It's called Consign to Oblivion from Epica. And this is a live version because why not? It was the first version I saw. I don't know if they actually have a video for it, but I like the live stuff anyway.
Thank you so much, Amsterdam. Thank you, Bill. The last song of tonight, but we will be back very soon.
Ooh, it's the last song. I always find, when they say it's the last song and you don't know the band at all, it's always a good sign because that means that's their most popular song. So this is going to be cool. Consign to Oblivion.
This is the last request from us to you. Let's do the epic Wall of Death. I see some guys opening up. We need a huge
We're getting a Wall of Death? Yes!
empty circle as big. Size matters, guys. Sorry.
Oh, now I'm excited. Just the music alone, and then they're doing getting a Wall of Death prepared. I can't wait to find out what I'm in for. What I like is it looks like I've gone to a few shows where the band just seems like they're going through the motions and they just they do what they do, and it's not that it's a bad thing, but a lot of times you see it just a band just, hey, it's just another night and they're just going through the motions. I know this is, I'm sure they probably know it's filmed for a DVD, or I'm assuming it's a DVD, but it just seems like they're having so much fun on stage. And from what I've seen on the discography, they've had a lot of albums out. So they're not new. They've been around for a while. They're just new to me. But I love the fact that, like, even playing together, and I don't know if it's new members in the band. Like, I don't know if it's the same band the whole time or different people rotate in and out, but it just looks like they're having so much fun on stage, which is always great. I love that when you can see that, these guys seem to be just enjoying themselves. And so awesome. I don't, it's, there's so much going on. It's so awesome. Like I love like the pyro, the snakes on the sides, and then like the keyboardist keeps going back and forth. That's awesome. But it just seems, it's so interesting to me that like you get like these like heavy riffs and the growls, and then Simone comes in with this like angelic voice. So it's this such a weird contrast, but it all works. I my brain, it's like hard to get it wrapped around my head that you get such a contrast, but it just works so well. I love it. Wow. That was amazing. They're like, I can see why it was their final song, because there was so much going on in the song. It's wow. It's definitely one of those, like I said, I've mentioned this it's weird because in my brain none of that should work, but it totally works. and it's one of those interesting things where it seems to me that the band can do anything. What I love about them is I feel like you could say, do a whole show of classical music and then they could just be like, yeah, check, we can do that. Or then you're like, okay, give me a whole show of like hardcore death metal and they're like, yeah, we can do that too. Or give me rock. It seems like they could do anything. And it seems like, the other thing I noticed too is, and maybe it's just this video and the ones I've seen before, it seems like the whole band, I don't want to say the whole band's bringing something to the table, but the whole band seems like they each could be leaders in their own right, leaders of the band. Meaning a lot of times you just see the lead vocalist and that's the main character you see and that's the main focus. But it seems like all of them at different points could have, could be like, that could be the person. Like the guy playing the keyboards, his stage presence would lend itself to, he could be the leader of the band. Or, the guitar player who also does the vocals, he could be the leader of the band. So it just seems like they're more of a band. Like they all bring something great to the table. Not to slight other bands that don't, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But they're definitely a band that seems like they could do anything. And so that's really exciting. And I'm sure, like, I haven't listened to their albums or anything like that. So I actually got overwhelmed. I went to check it. I was going to get one of their albums and check it out. But they have so many albums. I don't know which is the best album I should get, what's the best album I should check out. Because I have a feeling each album is probably different in its own right based on the fact that the band can do anything they want. Like maybe there's a heavy album, maybe there's a softer album. So I'm kind of curious if you guys are fans of Epica and you can help me out. What album do you think that I should, if I was going to buy an Epica album, what album should I start off with? Like what's a good starter album? Maybe it's their last album. Maybe it's the first album. What's the best kind of, if you were going to get somebody into Epica, what album would you suggest that they have to check out? That would be great. Cause I do want to get something from them because I'd like to hear like a full album just to hear like what that sounds like or how it plays. Because sometimes it could just be one song is great and, I don't know. So please in the comments, let me know which album that you think I should get from Epica. Also, if there's any other bands or any other things that you think I should check out based on this reaction, let me know in the comments. If you like what I'm doing here, please hit like. More importantly, if you could hit the subscribe button, it'll definitely grow this channel more. But yeah, another great one from Epica. I'm very excited to hear more from them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.